Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the vlog. It's been a while since I've said this, but it feels like I'm coming home. Just moved out to the Gold Coast, so I thought I'd do a bit of a life catch up for you guys and just see where we're at. I'm really looking forward to getting back into vlogging. It's something we're going to be dropping maybe once a week. It's not going to be like, if you follow the YKTR journey, it's going to be very similar to how it first started, where it's mostly just going to be me in my house and sort of just documenting myself, building YKTR back up again, traveling, food, and really big into working out at the moment as well. So just want to keep it as real and as honest as possible. And I feel like transparency and vulnerability is something we've always been good at as a brand and I enjoy doing as a person. So I just want to get back on those vibes. And it's a good time to get back onto YouTube. A lot of my favorite YouTubers are getting back online and it's cool to see people grow. So if you look at our journey from YKTR, like we were three mates that were from football and we lived a lifestyle that was fun to be around. Like we used to party and chase girls and gamble and travel, and a lot of people that fucked with YKTR in those early phases were really attached to that lifestyle. And then the second phase was obviously YKTR Sports, and that was more so about podcasting and probably gambling and drinking as well. And then a lot of people who love football and gambling and all that sort of stuff, they're really associated with that. But if you look at about from start to finish, so it's been about 8 years since I started YKTR, like our demographic's grown and we want to grow with it. So we're not really party boys anymore. We love to train and I love to build businesses. I love to hang around cool people, still love to travel. Like our link ups as friends now, they usually involve partners or babies, or they're more so built around going out for nice dinners and enjoying each other's companies in different ways, or playing around the golf with the boys or training. Like, I think it's changed so much, like life changed so much for everyone, where like, to link up with the boys used to just go for a beer and have a good time and you turn into a party. Now it's changed where guys will link up and go for a run, or guys will link up and go exercise and go do some weight. So it's a cool place to be. And we see this third phase of YKTR as a reflection of who we are. So as fun as the first phase of YKTR was, and that's just when you look back on your brat era of just having fun and doing whatever the fuck you wanted and not really caring about the consequences. That shit was fun as fuck. YKTR Sports was fun as fuck. And then this next phase is probably more so where I'm really passionate about is like self-development and growth. And I've always been big into reading. I've always been big into education. I've probably neglected exercise over that period of time. I just always saw business as my main goal and like, this is all I want to do. And, but now really getting back into exercising and working out and going for runs again and do that, man. Everything, all your mentals, everything else just feels like a lot clearer. So this next phase of YKTR is just going to be about that, being authentic, documenting the journey, trying to inspire people as much as we can, working out, traveling and eating good food. And in my opinion, that's probably what life is about right now. So why did I move up to the Gold Coast? A few different reasons. We always had a plan to move up here within like 2 years. We had a 1.5 year lease left to go with our old office at YKTR. Kind of everything just seemed to crumble around the sort of same time. It's been a weird 18 months for me. And just, you know, and just sometimes, there's times in life or times in business where I feel like I could do nothing wrong. And that was probably me 3-4 years ago, where everything I sort of touched turned to gold. And then I went through this phase where like everything I did, I just feel like I couldn't do anything right. Like businesses were failing. I got out of a few different businesses, lost a lot of friendships during that time. Lost a couple $100,000 during that time, lost a relationship during that time, but it was all necessary for me to get to this phase right now, a phase of reflection, and then eventually it's going to be a phase of growth as well. So I don't have any ill will to anyone from my past that's fucked me over. That was just part of the journey for me and for us to become better people. And I'm glad all those guys have sort of moved on and done good things, and even ex-partners and stuff as well. So it was just been a weird 18 months, and there's times I wish I documented it, but there's other times where I probably wasn't in the right state to. And whenever you feel light, whenever you feel free, and most importantly, whenever you feel yourself, that's when content for me has always come natural. And right now, I'm feeling light, I'm feeling free, and I really want to get back into content. I've been getting really nice messages lately. Where's my phone? But I get messages maybe every couple of days of someone who's gone through depression or a really hard time, and just saying watch my day in the life content, or listen to a podcast, or those random tweets I do on Instagram just really helps people get through their lives or through their days, which is always like nice to hear. So there's probably a phase in life where we're getting like a lot of hate messages from YKTR, especially in our YKTR sports phase. But it's just nice to get those sort of messages again, and just sort of lets me know I'm on the right track again to just trying to help people. You know what I mean? I think that's the thing that gives me the most fulfilling feeling in the world, getting those DMs and watching people take online course or join my school community and leave their job or rock YKTR with pride. All that sort of stuff makes me really happy. So I think everything kind of had to explode and everything had to be taken away from me for me to really appreciate what's important. And for us as a brand, content, community, close. If I focus on that, everything else seems to fall into place. Now, before we get back into the rest of the vlogs, what are these vlogs going to be about? Like I sort of said before, they're just going to be super chill ones. They're not going to be overly edited with B-rolls. I think we fell into that phase with when Caleb and all the boys were here, because I was so good at editing. I thought that's where we needed to be. But I feel like the best content, in my opinion, it was always the most authentic. So just going to be me working out, hanging out with my friends. You guys are going to come along for stuff like that. Going to the gym. Just normal shit, you know what I mean? Not trying to like fabricate anything. And we used to fabricate stuff because we thought it'd look cool. And then you know, just looking a little bit cringy, eh? But before we do this, we are dropping some clothes tomorrow, back into a full swing. We went through this real rough phase this year where one of our old suppliers, it got like a little bit messy with him and nasty, and lawyers almost getting sued. And what he actually did, he bent the hose on the supply chain. So we had stock sitting in there and we couldn't afford to pay them at the time, which he had the right to do. And he just ended up blocking up all our stock. So what actually happened is we ended up changing our whole supply chain, finding new ones, finding better ones. But that whole system ended up taking about 6 months. Now we're finally back into the flow where we're making clothes again. They're all from like the best manufacturers in China. We're ready to roll again. So I'm excited for that. But we're dropping 5 pieces tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'll shout out for everyone who got the activewear. Got great response from that. Our ribbed fabric, our activewear fabric is all time. They're going to be rolling into singlets. I've been getting a lot of messages about the shorts, about the tees. So I'm happy that everyone's happy with that stuff too. So excited for that. But we're dropping some clothes tomorrow. Back into the varsities. Got our khaki, orange and white. We've got a heather, orange and black. And then probably 2 new pieces that we are dropping. We've got a lot of Kobe shorts coming through too. So these are the digital camo ones. As you can see, the print in there. These are my favorites. I love them. I've been rocking them up to the gym. I've never seen anyone rock these types of camo before, especially on a short, but we've just built it into a digital print. And then we've got our Y initial logo down there embroidered back in. Got the white draw cords and double lace. So if you paid attention to our Kobe's recently, they've got like a lot more weight behind them, which is really cool. It just makes it feel like a little bit more luxe or a little bit more expensive. And 2 hoodies that are dropping tomorrow. Obviously got our Chase style. We haven't dropped the chenille sort of EMB Chase hoodie in a while, but we've got 2 coming. So heather as always seems to be one of our most popular colors, as it's like very unisex. Everyone seems to love it. It's a color that'll never go out of fashion. And then we've got the orange and the black up the front. As you can see, the detailing on that. And then probably my favorite is the khaki and orange and white. I think it just looks cool. I think it photos well. I think it's like a little bit different too. Got the khaki there up front, and then got the YKTR logo, white EMB on the outside and the orange on the inside. Looks really cool. And then we got some detailing down the bottom as well. Just keeping it basic, back to where we were, not only through content, but also through clothes as well. But I love these. I think these are the hoodies that are always timeless. We dropped some maybe a couple years ago. They were like heather, purple, purple and white. And they're probably our most requested hoodie of like, we need to remake them again. So we've done a few new styles in these, but they're really cool. And like, you know, off the Chase hoodies, they last forever, man. You can buy them now. They'll be still the same shape, still the same feel in about 2-3 years, which we're happy to do and I'm excited for. But yeah, welcome back to the vlogs. Just gonna be authentic as possible and yeah, working out, trying to eat cool food, hang with cool people and document the journey again. So let's go to the gym. Also, just got some new shoes from Up There, which is basically the best shoe store in Australia. So I'll do a bit of an unpacking vlog for you guys soon. I haven't done one of those in like years, so let's get back into that. Just heading to training now. It's 4:30 class in the afternoon. Normally train 4:30 in the morning. with this crew, but everyone seems to train on Monday afternoon here. A bit of a vibe, to be honest. So everyone trains 4:30, and then they roll into like hot yoga, which is they call motion. So been training a little bit recently, and it's just been good to get back into routine and rhythm. I guess it's like the foundation of everything I've done with sports. So I don't know why I stayed away from it for so long. Maybe I just got over football and just associated training with football. But I found like whenever I train, everything else sort of goes up. Start making more money, you feel more lighter creatively, so you start creating better things. The world's just not as annoying when you train. Well, people just aren't as annoying when you train. So really enjoying this training. First day I got there, like the level that they train is like pretty hard. So it's just been like trying to keep up, to be honest. And the girls are really fit, the guys are really fit. Like I said before, we normally train 4:30 in the morning. But Monday's like a bit of a vibe, and 4:30 in the afternoon, sun's coming through, everyone's working out and they roll in and do a stretch. So we'll just do that, come home, have some dinner, and then get ready for the 4:30 session tomorrow morning. So I'm excited to see what shoes I've got, but we'll do that in the next vlog. So let's go train. Alright, just halfway through our workout, started off with strict press into a kettlebell gorilla row. And now we're just doing the YKTR. Roughly going to go for about 18 minutes, but so we go. So hasn't been too hard right now, but a bit of fatigue. Hey Liam, know much about cameras? You like this?
Fuck, I look good, eh?
Yeah, full vlog mode. Let's go.
That's bad camera.
Alright, we're doing a YKTR. You've got to do 100 reps each, just half your body weight. So just knocked out 75 then you've got 25 to go. And we're doing 20 push-ups in between, and then 100 ring rows shared, 100 dumbbell curls shared, and then I don't know what after that. Nice one. That is a burner, hey? Oh wow. Two. Feel alright now. Yeah, it's good than pulling, bro. Ready? Fuck, those push-ups are hard after the bench.
First set's fucked.
Yeah.
After it's not too bad though. Yeah. Like how ratchet's the two ACLs, eh?
Crazy, bro. That's our whole season gone, man.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10. Just on our last set now on bicep curls. Still same partner, 100 reps between the both. So just doing 50-50. We're just only doing 2 reps of 10 though, so it's all good. Arms are broken. Hey, bro. Session done. I'm just going to go do some yoga now. Alright, finish our weight session, heading to motion. There he is, Dante. Know much about vlogging, bro?
Hey?
What's some tips for vlogging?
Oh, fuck.
What'd you get the ring?
Yeah. Eat meat, fucking.
You timed that well, didn't you? On the vlog. Fuck, it's hot in here. It's gonna be hard. I've done this once, and also hard.
I don't know more than once. You went twice, haven't you?
Twice. I don't even tell.
Sweat.
Hello. Why are you so flexible back down there? Ended up doing a 4:30 session this morning. Took the camera down, but forgot to take a memory card, so it didn't end up working out. Oh, it didn't end up filming, but pretty tough session. We done like 100 cals shared across 4 different exercises, like ski erg, bike erg, rower. And then in between that, done like 40 burpees, 60 kettlebell swings, 80 air squats, and some runs as well. So pretty good session. At the moment, in terms of supplements, taking beef liver tablets, vitamin B, keep that piss nice and yellow. And then I take magnesium in the morning, and got some nighttime on there as well. And just adding some collagen to the bulletproof coffee at the moment. So in terms of diet, went full animal based when I went up here, but I just felt myself getting like too many headaches. I think got keto flu, so kind of just been eating normal food like meat-free veg for dinner, bacon, eggs, brekkie, sausages, added some toast back in there. Felt like when I pulled away from the carbs, started getting headaches, so I always stuck between trying to be high bread and saying hi to bread. But really enjoying training. The guy you just seen before, Benny, met through my ex-partner. I got pretty close with a couple of her friends, so even when we broke up, we just kept in contact, and he's the one who sort of introduced me to the neighborhood crew, and everyone's really lovely down there. They're so welcoming, and I guess it's just like a Queensland thing. But all right, about to get into work, but I think I'll just show you these shoes now and see what shoes we caught from up there. So I met the Up There boys a couple years ago. I was just in New York, and I actually remember this trip so much because it was the first time I got to watch LeBron play at Madison Square Garden, and literally the next day Kobe died. But in that time, Nate Miles actually introduced me to these boys from up there, and I've just kept in touch with them ever since. I actually got into shoes when I lived in Auckland. Never really into them. One of my mates, he gave me a pair of Jordan 5s, and I wore them out one night, and we're at Ponsonby Social Club. And this girl I had a crush on, her name was Eliza. She come up to me and she goes, "Oh, I don't think you'd be the type of guys that were into Jordans." And I didn't know anything about Jordans, but I pretended like I did. Just so I could get her attention. And literally the next day, we went to St. Luke's and Nike, and one of my friends, Kale, he used to work in there. And then I go, teach me everything you know about shoes, because I want to meet some girls. And in Auckland, especially when I lived in central Auckland, shoes mattered. And at that time, it was all about Air Maxes, and anything Nike was pretty cool. So got to learn shoes from there, got to a point where I used to have about 80 pairs of shoes. Actually, me and Louis Brown from Earls, when we were at Penrith, on our days off, we used to shoot to the city and just buy a bunch of shoes. It's pretty cool to see him have his own collaboration with Asics now, which has been cool. And I don't know if a lot of people realize this, but I actually had a little say in Artie's shoe, which was the Voyager boot. Nasanka, who works at Asics, worked really hard to get that deal done over the line. And me and Artie were just brainstorming ideas of what a Polynesian boot could look like, or the reflection of it. And Artie was sort of leaning towards more the blue and green colors for like the water and the land. But I really push hard for the brown. So if you look at a lot of like Polynesian tapestry, color of our food, carver bowls, canoes, wakas, whatever we call them, and most importantly, the color of our skin, I think brown's a really important color across all Polynesians. And one thing we tried to do was not sort of pigeonhole it towards just Samoa or just the Cook Islands. The basic storyline of the Voyager was, and I thought this was really cool, was back in the day, our Pacific warriors used to jump on boats to go take on the world. Now someone like Artie puts on his boots to take on the world. And that was kind of the basic concept of the ASIC Voyager, which was cool. And it's cool to see it come to light, and they had nothing to say with the designs or anything along those lines, but just to pitch that original concept was really cool. And shout out to Louis for the collab with Earls. So I met the boys from up there a couple years ago in New York with Nate, and I've just kept in touch with him. So I DM'd Brendan a couple of days ago. I was like, "What's the latest shoes at the moment?" Send me a bit of a list, and I just go, "Just send me whatever, and I'll see what you come up with." So let's go check them out. We have a pair of Asics, pair of New Balance, pair of Adidas, and a pair of Stepney Workers Club, which I actually haven't heard of. Like I said, I've been out of the shoe game for a while now, so let's just see what he's sent up. First shoe up is the Asics. Got the UB7S GT 2160s. I love 2160s. I just love the shape of it, love the feel of it. But oh shit, nice and bright too. Got the orange with the baby blue, purple, grey. These are cool. I love them. Cool detailing. Obviously going to be probably my new gym shoes. Probably more so when we're doing weights, but those are a vibe. All right, second shoe is Adidas. These are the Climacool ones. Haven't bought a pair of Adidas in a while. Oh, these are sick. Fuck, you know what these remind me of? Like a Presto from Nikes. I'm not too sure the history of Adidas, don't really know them too much. But in terms of look, feel, these look sick. Probably my favorite so far. And New Balance, can't go wrong with New Balance. Got plenty of pairs of these, still rock them to this day. These are ML860s GP2s. Ah, nice. White and green, silver, can't go wrong. Pretty sick shoe. Like I said, these will probably just be another pair of gym shoes that we can rock, but beautiful. Can't go wrong with New Balances as well. I still rock my Flora ones from like 7-8 years ago. Bought them from Kif in LA, and like they're still like my favorite shoes. And Stepney Workers Club, Freedom of Thought. Oh fuck, mad. Probably more so a going out shoe. Never really seen these before. I just bought a pair of Vans like last week, like, you know, those Vans that kind of look like this. Bought a pair of those. I just feel like the Vans or skater style is going to be coming back in. If you look at like fashion right now, we're in that late 90s, early 2000s where everything's wide. I think everything's just going to start coming back in. And when it's got a bit of a skater vibe, the best shoes are Vans. So I feel like a lot of Vans collabs going to be coming back around. But Stepney Workers Club, these are sick. Definitely rocking these on a night out. Yeah. Alright guys, that is a wrap on the vlog. If you enjoyed the content, please like, please comment, please subscribe. And we're back soon. Plus, we're dropping clothes tomorrow, Thursday, 6 p.m. Do not be late. Don't worry, bro, I'll edit this out. Say hello to the vlog. Okay, like and subscribe.